Cool.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Once Upon a Game, where we're playing indie role-playing games. I'm Eric. I'm your host. This is episode something of season 4. I should know that. It's something teens related. I won't be hosting. I won't be facilitating this one like normal. Instead, we brought back Luke, and we're playing his Across the Endless Sea. So let's just go around in the order that I have it set up here. See what's up, how we're doing, and introduce each other. Super excited for this cast. Some new faces and some old faces, which is always good. So, Luke, what's up?
Hello, I'm Luke. I am a professional GM for children, and I also am a game designer and streamer sometimes. I wrote this game that we're about to play. I'm pretty excited to share it with you all.
Yeah, we've played it on here once before, and it was a hell of a good time, so I'm excited to come back to it. So, cool. But for the record, this is going to be a new game. It's not a continuation of the old one, so nothing fear.
Yes, this is a one-shot game.
Yes.
Only, probably. I'm still working on that.
Cool. Golden H, Will.
Hey guys. Yeah, I mostly just play RPGs on the internet. We're just wrapping up right now a campaign of Apocalypse World, and I'm super excited. I'm going to be GMing next. We are going to do Nobilis.
Oh, cool.
Like the grandmother of indie RPGs.
Yes. The world tree from which everything spawned from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm super hyped about that. I've have not so very few people get to play that game, and now you're gonna be able to get someone to watch it.
Nice. Yeah, have a good recording of it and stuff. Cool.
Thanks.
Yep. Awesome. Cool. Estani. Hey.
Hi, I'm Estani. I've got a cold, and you may recognize my face from Eric's recently wrapped up Blades in the Dark game. I was on that.
Yeah.
Looking forward to being back on Once Upon a Game and playing some story games.
Yeah. Story games.
Yeah.
Cool. And last but certainly not least, Drummer Boy.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm Drummer Boy, spelt wrong because I was 13 and I thought that was cool. I make music and put it on the internet. Sometimes I stream. And that's about it. Oh, I'm on Spotify now. That's some news. So if you'd like to hear some roleplay music, you can look me up on Spotify and find me there. Thanks.
Yeah. Awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's really cool because you've always been kind of orbiting the role-playing game scene.
It's true.
And now you're one of us now.
I've been in school for the last 4 years, so it's like I don't have time for this. But now I do, and I want to play more. So
excellent. Well, you're in the right spot, and just like anyone watching from home, if you're interested in playing games like this, check me out on my Discord, which I'll have links in the show notes and stuff. Or if you're watching here, Estani's already got me. Thank you. And we have sign-up sheets available for people who are interested in playing games for each month. So that's what we're doing. I realize I'm far behind on putting up June's. I just realized that. And June's needs to go up, but Tuesdays, 6:30, if you're free, we do that. And I have preferential slots for people who are new players. But if you're not a new player and you want to come in, you can totally join in anyways. Or if the new player slot's already taken and you're a new player, you can still play. It's just that I'm trying to reserve a slot for at least one person. It's not exclusionary. So
We're
if
still
it's interested.
Still Tuesdays in June?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, I'm not working. Score.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah. I know it's weird. It's a weird time for a lot of people, but that's what we're doing. So anyways, I think I have everybody. I should be looking at the start screen for Roll20 if we're looking at different pages. And this is sort of like the pretext and stuff like that for the game. And I think this is what we're going to read before Luke kind of takes the game away and describes the actual mechanical rules, right?
Yeah, if we look at the game rules, step 1 to start. Pick someone to read this text aloud.
Yeah.
So would anyone like to volunteer to be our reader?
I think what we could do here is we can kind of break it into chunks and pass it around for everyone to read. Because we just did our 2 little intro things, how about we have Will, Estani, and Andrew kind of do like chunks of 3 and take it away?
Roll20 isn't loading for me, but we'll see.
It starts with the endless sea flows. Okay.
Then maybe I have a black screen. So just give me a few minutes. I'm sure it'll load eventually.
No problem. So then, Estini, are you seeing
Yeah,
the
I
text?
can see it. I can start if you want.
Yeah, could you? Thank you.
Sure. The endless sea flows out beyond the horizon. Its tides and stars are strange, and its weather wild and treacherous. Each island and outcrop that breaks the surface is more perilous and wondrous than the last. Outlandish travelers roam over the face of the water, while weirder creatures lurk beneath.
Across the stream-like expanse, there are people making a long journey. The people are travelers, wanderers, voyagers. They are known for their keen eyes, their skillful hands, their lovely voices. Their hearts are as untamed as the sea itself. Their memories are deep. As deep.
Is it loading for you?
Continue?
Yeah, just continue.
Okay. They journey towards a far-off destination, hoping for a safe arrival. They journey across the endless sea.
Theme song music. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cue theme song and a lot of
I
like
have my
weird
setup.
shots, underwater nonsense.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah. So,
that's the game. Thanks for playing.
yeah, that's the game. Thanks for playing, everyone. It's just like an experimental beat poetry game. No, it's not. So I think I'm gonna go through the encounter procedure, so that everyone understands the mechanics of the game, and then we can move on to the next step. So basically, this game draws inspiration from Avery's hack of Apocalypse World Dream Askew. So each player is going to control 2 playbooks. One that represents like the protagonist side of things, and the other that represents the antagonism in the world. So all of us collectively are going to play the people of the Endless Sea. We're going to play the aspects of the people, their eyes, their hands, their voices, their memories, and their hearts. So each of us will pick one of those to play. And then we'll each also take control of one facet of the Endless Sea. The dwellers in it, its islands, its waters, its weather, or the travelers that travel on it. And so the game basically just we're going to play a series of encounters during the people's journey. And when an encounter is called for, here's what we're going to do. We're going to choose a player to run the encounter. They are going to draw a random prompt linked to the facet of the Endless Sea that they control. They are then going to answer silently to themselves some questions on their facet playbook. It has some questions about like, what does this thing look like and what makes it dangerous? So you answer those questions to yourself. Then they're going to describe the signs that signal the coming of this encounter, how the people kind of come across it. The remaining players are going to talk together and figure out what aspect of the people is going to meet the encounter and nominate someone as lead aspect. Lead aspect and the Endless Sea player are going to go kind of back and forth for a while. We'll talk even more in depth when we do this for the first time. And then either we're going to come out of the encounter successful or we're not. And then the lead aspect is going to ask some of the remaining players to choose some things that are lost in the encounter and some things that are won, and we're going to record those somewhere.
Yeah. And it's okay if you all just forgot that too, because we'll find it in play.
Yeah. It's fairly intuitive in play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then rinse and repeat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once we do like a couple, it'll feel like second nature. Don't worry about it. It works out pretty easily and nicely. So at least that's been my experience. So
yeah.
Okay. So, excellent. Let's go ahead and
what we are going to do. Yeah. So what we're going to do now is we're going to choose playbooks. We're going to nominate what we want to play. So I think let's start with the aspects first. Let's pick which bits of the people we want to have kind of like ownership of. These don't represent like specific people within the group. They just represent like its capacity in that area.
Sure.
So there's the eyes of the people, which is all about kind of their capacity to see danger coming and to avoid it. There's the hands of the people, which is all about kind of like physical prowess and craftsmanship. There is the hearts of the people, which is all about their mushy feelings and their values. There's the memory of the people, which is kind of a bit mystical and a bit weird. And then there's the voice of the people, which is all about kind of negotiation and trade and riddles and singing and a bunch of other weird stuff.
Interpersonal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
So we're all going to pick one. So whichever one
Yeah,
sounds like your wheelhouse, go ahead and
I
claim
mean,
it.
I would love to claim the memory of the people.
yeah, go for it.
And so it was. I think
Yeah.
I played the eyes of the people last time.
You were
No,
no,
the heart.
Eric, you were the heart.
I was
You
the
were our
heart. I
beautiful
was the
beating
heart. That's right. I was the heart. So perfect. I will play the eyes then today.
Cool.
I'll be the hands.
Cool. Will?
You're still working on stuff.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You're muted, Will.
So I was going to pick the hands, so now I got to pick something else.
Yeah, but you were muted, so
Yeah, so we have hands, eyes, and
Yeah,
heart,
hands,
right?
hands, eyes, and memory have all been picked. So voice and heart are still on the table.
I'm going to take the voice then.
All right, I will play the heart.
Aw.
they're good ones.
Yeah, and let's sorry. Let's also pick which facet of the Endless Sea we would each like to control.
Yeah, and this is
There's
sort of
the dwellers. Yeah, there's the dwellers in it, the islands on it, the travelers on it, the weather, and the waters. Eric, sorry.
yeah. These are kind of like the big threats that we get to play, and these are the threats that we control. I forget. I don't remember what I picked last time.
You were weather.
I was weather.
You were
Okay.
weather.
I'm gonna pick islands this time.
Ooh.
Once again, like I don't know. I'm just picking the one that sounds cool. I don't know.
Yep. So I think I am now going to assign that threat playbook to you, Eric, so no one else can see it for
Okay.
the surprise factor, so that when you do awful things to us, we don't see it coming.
We're all GMs
Works for
now,
me.
so it's not going to work. But
Oh God, you're right.
Honor
It is-
system.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, honor system.
Just-
honor system. Everyone just let Eric keep his mysterious
Yep.
items.
I'm gonna let other people pick stuff since I jumped on memory right away. So I wanna.
yeah, I'll go with waters.
Yep. Cool. Andrew?
Just looking. Maybe Dwellers looks fun.
Dwellers is wonderful. Yeah, so Estani, do you have a preference then between,
Can I take travelers?
Yeah, totally. And I will be weather, and I will fuck all of you over.
Wow,
Sounds
you're
wonderful.
you're playing me last time.
I've become
You
Eric.
have become
That's
Eric.
why
You-
I'm facilitating today.
Is that ascending or devolving?
I think
Is the
that's
question.
an ascension, Eric. I think that's a movement up and down.
Lateral transformation.
Really into snake wins right now.
All right, so if you all now go to the page for your aspect playbook, so eyes, hands, voice, etc.,
Mhm.
it's going to ask you to make some choices about the people. That might be what tales they know. It might be what warnings and opportunities they're aware of. It might be what their values are. It'll be the very first column on the left.
Yeah.
So if you make those decisions, feel free to either just make them yourself, or if you want to banter back and forth and get some feedback, that's both of those are fine. And as you choose those, if everyone can just follow me over from the start page to the next page over, which is called The People of the Endless Sea.
Mm-hmm.
It has space in there to record those choices so that all of us have a central sheet where we can keep track of what we've decided.
It also
Okay,
makes
cool.
producing this really easy.
It was entirely for your benefit.
Yeah,
right?
it's so
And
everyone
decision
everyone who's playing the Endless Sea at home along with us can follow along.
Yeah.
So perfect. Cool.
We can just
So
do the
I'll be
next one.
jumping back and forth from that and the eyes at the start here, fellas, and
Yep.
everyone watching from home.
Eric, it is also worth mentioning, because you seemed very insistent last time, it is now in the rules that you are encouraged to make a map of your journey. So if you would like down the bottom to make a map,
yes, there's space for a map. Yes. Yes. Excellent. I love maps. Perfect. Cool. All right, so let's.
Yeah. So if we just go through, make those choices. Yeah. So it'll be just that first column there immediately on the left. And then as the heart, I have a bonus choice to make, but I think we'll make that all together afterwards.
Oh, that's easy. Oh, that's also good. Oh, and this one's good too. Okay, I got all mine.
Same. Yep. I just need to put them on the sheet.
Same. Should we talk about which ones we're choosing, or should we wait, or what?
Yeah. I think let's definitely talk about it so that the audience is aware, and also so that we ourselves are aware of the kind of people we're playing. I think that would be helpful.
Yeah. All right, then. I think I'm at the top of the people's one. Eyes.
Yes, you are. Then it's in alphabetical order.
Cool. So somebody's putting carpentry and stuff in my spot.
Oh.
Is that somebody's thing? I don't before.
That'd be Andrew. That's the hands there.
Hands.
Those hands. All right.
Hands.
Cool.
Get out of the eyes.
Cool. All right. So just verbally, these are the ones that I'm choosing. So part of being the people is that the eyes of the people spot hidden dangers as well as opportunities that may be missed. So I've chosen 1 morning and 3 opportunities for us to play with today. The big warning so I've only chosen 1 morning, and the big warning that I chose is be wary of paths of ghostlight. They lead to the fabled Golden City. Following which, I have opportunities that are all about treasure. Seek the jade-hued water and find stillness, plenty, and treasure. Seek where the sea foams and dive to find oysters, clams, and pearls. And then seek the west wind and follow it to the riches of the lost land. As you can see, the opportunity and the warnings can get easily mixed up. So I'm excited to see where this goes.
Okay, so as the memory of the people, it says the memories of the people are ancient and well kept, and many rituals and customs are kept among their number. Choose 4. So I'm choosing 4 rituals, which are all awesome and made it really, really hard to choose. But I tried to pick ones that seemed like they had some teeth to them so that we could use them to take something away or make them more meaningful. So the 4 that I chose were strong winds caught in knotted string woven from your true love's hair, runes of octopus ink in a riddle game to breathe water like air, stones and fire at dawn to unmake the dead into the kelp the people came from, and blood and flesh sacrificed to the water to call gods or spirits for speech. I'm into it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm the heart, so I guess I'll go next. So the hearts of the people are as deep and wild as the ocean, and many virtues and values guide them in their voyaging. So I have to choose some virtues and some values that we have. I have chosen 2 virtues and 2 values. Our virtues are curiosity, wonder, fascination with the mysteries of the world, and caution, preparedness, planning for danger to protect the people. Sorry, no, it isn't. I just read out the completely wrong one because I'm a fool. Sorry, our second one is independence, individuality, a fierce love of freedom. And then our 2 values are a deep respect for the terrible beauty and teeming life of the endless sea, and a deep respect for the ineffable, spirits, ancestors, and gods.
Cool. Is it me next, or is it? Sure. So, on the hands of the people are strong and clever, and many skills and crafts are represented among their number. I chose carpentry, shipbuilding, and green woodworking, goldsmithing, beating pulled copper into shape, wayfinding, navigation by the stars, suns, and tide, and writing, map making, composing tales, and chants.
Cool.
So, kind of like a smithy, academic kind of type.
Nice.
It kind of goes along with the preparedness too, because like if our boat gets fucked, we can fix it,
Nice.
and then we can write about how bad it was.
We are.
Maybe that means we've been out here for a while.
Hopefully that will keep us safe. We shall see.
Sorry, I'm just taking forever to pick mine.
Sorry.
Oh, wait, I don't have to pick all these, right? I just pick up the first four.
You pick. Yeah, it should tell you above. You have a slightly different looking character sheet. Choose 4 and then tell us.
Oh, that's it. Okay, I was like going on down all this, like I can't read this fast. Okay.
No. Just the top decision. Sorry, you.
Okay.
You have the old character sheet. Well, I'm afraid, because a playtest provoked changes in the playbook you're playing, and it hasn't been incorporated into the new set of playbooks yet. So.
Okay. Well, the 4 I picked, the tales of how many hued ink fell from the heaven and set to form the islands. A tale of how the just stars made the golden city from the stolen sunlight as a trap. A tale of how the people failed to bury their first dead and birthed the dusk mist. And a tale of how the first Riddler swam down and learned from the world octopus. Those are the 4 tales the people tell.
Yeah. Can I just say, 10 points to you for that reincorporation? There's some really nice linkage between the tales you chose and the rituals we have, and I'm about it.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah, that's really cool. All right. So there's only one decision left that we have to make, or rather that I have to make as the heart of the people, which is I have to decide where we're going. So I'm going to read out all of the options just for the sake of the people watching. So the people's voyage across the endless sea has a destination. As the people begin their journey, what is it that they know awaits them at their journey's end? And here are the options. Their homeland, lost generations ago, but now ready and awaiting their return. The yearly festival, where they will meet with their kinfolk from the other peoples. Their promised land, a place to settle and live in safety as was promised long ago. The fishing grounds, where they will live in luxury and resupply while the fish last. Or the shrine of sun return, where they will pray for winter's end and spring's rebirth. Now, we picked the Shrine of Sun Return last time. I think let's pick something new. Let's have a new experience. And in a recent game, I picked one of the other ones. But let's not let that influence things. Do any of those sound particularly cool to one of you? I am open to the group on this one.
I'm leaning towards the top 3.
Yep.
Because I think those are all kind of fitting with the things that we've already picked.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
What are the 3 new ones?
So the 3 top ones that were referenced is the destination is our homeland, lost long ago but now ready and waiting our return. The yearly festival where we will meet with our kinfolk, or our promised land.
Yeah, I want some festivals.
Yeah, yearly festival. Are we all we all cool with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
I
So
like it.
yeah,
It's either festival or homeland for me, and festival's cool. So
yep.
Yeah.
Now
I like the feeling
Eric was
that
going to say before.
we've all done this journey before.
Yeah. No, I'm into that. I think that's really cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to circle it on my sheet. There's not room to list it as it stands on the people playbook, but I can like just write it up the top or something. Yep. Ding. Absolutely. Yep. Nope. We are all ready to go. So, let's talk just a little bit about the people. So, in addition to all the choices we've made, here is what is like true about the people as a default. The people travel in rafts and kayaks, maybe on one great vessel or maybe in a flotilla. The people have no organized religion, no god to whom they are sworn, no ruling spirit or spirits, no single faith. They all share belief in the spark bringer and the rites of sun return, but beyond that, there are as many beliefs and worships reflected among their number as there are islands in the endless sea. The people reckon the year in 12 months, using a solar calendar based on the teachings of the Shrine of Sun Return. And then below there, for our audience to see, are the 6 months of our journey and their traditional names. And I think we'll probably do what we did last time, Eric, and have a marker and move it down as we go. So
Chad
to
is saying
begin,
that they can't hear you, Eric.
Oh, yes. Gotcha. I think I fixed it now. I muted myself when I was typing, and then I did it. Yeah. Whoops.
Yeah.
It
So
happens.
Yep. Let me just talk through the shape of the game. So to begin play, we're going to choose someone to play the Endless Sea, and we're going to have an encounter. Play lasts for at least 5 encounters, 1 for each month of the people's half-year journey. If we have time and we're having fun, we can choose to play 2 encounters per month and stretch the game out a little more. Between encounters, we are very free to describe how the people live while they're on the Endless Sea. On a map, month by month, we are free to draw a record of our journey. So, as we set out on a journey, we've just done that now. We've chosen what our destination is. Between the 3rd and 4th months, the voice is going to choose what has changed since our last journey, and there's going to be a bonus encounter based on that. At the beginning of the 5th month, we're getting close to our destination. The eyes are going to choose what the sign is by which we know that, and we're going to have a bonus encounter. And then when the 6th month begins, we near our destination. We don't draw any more random prompts. Instead, the hands of the people chooses what the final challenges we have to overcome. We have that encounter, and then we arrive at our destination, and the memory will choose how we mark the end of our voyaging, and we'll describe that scene, and then we're done.
Perfect.
Cool.
Okay.
So,
a lot of explaining, but now let's do it.
Yeah. So it is the first month of our journey. The close of summer, traditionally called plenty. Which player would like to run the first encounter? If it will make it easier to watch it by doing, I am happy to do it, and kind of like show by example.
Yeah,
Sure.
Let's do that.
All right, cool. So let me just quickly. Sorry, I totally forgot to open this on my computer. So normally and ideally, by the time the game is finished, we will have like a deck of encounters. I haven't got that set up on Roll20, so I'm just gonna get you all to roll randomly, and I'm gonna like send them to you in chat or something.
Yeah.
All right. Weather of the
That's what we did last
Sea.
time. Works for us.
Yeah.
Five.
Excellent. Cool, 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 cool. All right.
So, what does it look like?
I'm making some choices, Eric. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna. Yeah. No, you're right. I'll talk through the whole process. So, I have my prompt. We're gonna go behind the curtain here. I'm gonna like walk through the whole thing in public. So my prompt is: the sun beats down upon the people in their raft. The water is warm, comforting, inviting. So I go to my playbook. I have to choose first. What does this thing look like? And I can give as many answers as I see fit. I think this thing. What does this thing look like? I think it's steaming, humid, and muggy. I think it is drying, coarse, and desiccating. Ironically, those two things somehow come together. I haven't figured that out yet. And I think it is dead, still, and calm. I also got to choose how it is dangerous. I think that I might keep a secret. But so to describe the scene, yeah, so I think the people have just set out on the beginnings of their voyage. It's the close of summer. The waters beneath them are this like beautiful, clear turquoise, like kind of tropical color. The sea bed is quite close here. This is quite a shallow part of the Endless Sea. And so I think a lot of the people kind of like to go out swimming at this time during this month of plenty.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's fish like everywhere in the water, teeming around. And today, this day has dawned like particularly hot. The sun is like blazing down overhead. It's warm. Everyone is starting to get like really sweaty and like unpleasant, and their clothes are starting to get like stick to them. And so a whole bunch of the people are like diving into the water to cool off. But I think someone notices. One of the people left on the raft notices that one of the... Well, actually, so do we have rafts or do we have kayaks? It's probably a decision we should make at this point. Or is it a mixture of the two? I don't really mind.
Maybe a mixture, like a big mother raft and then kayaks are on the outside.
Yeah, that's really cool. I dig that. Yeah, so I think the raft I think has like a great central white sail in it. And there's some weird the sail is dirty all of a sudden. Like someone realizes like there's some like dark like brown gray patches on the sail of like is it bird droppings maybe? They're not sure, but like something, the sail is like dirty in a way that it wasn't yesterday. So that is the first that is the first encounter we're facing. So
something's wrong with the sails.
Well, something's wrong with the sails, and also the people aren't moving right now. They're all just like swimming in the ocean, having a good time.
Yeah. Okay.
So talk among yourselves as a group and figure out which aspect of the people is going to meet this. And then we'll move on to the next step.
And it can't be the heart of the people because you are currently playing
it cannot. Yeah, the heart cannot help you.
Which stinks because it feels that a lot of that could be the heart. It feels like a motivation. Let's see.
Well, the voice could convince them to get back on track.
Does it have to be convincing them, or can it be something from one of the stories?
Yeah, so if to help you guys with this conversation, if you all look at your playbook, the things that you can do to resolve an encounter are in the
right.
bottom of the third column. So when you lead the people through an encounter, choose one course of action from the following list. So those courses of action are the ways that you can confront an encounter. So you might want to look at that and kind of think a little bit about that when making your choices.
Okay. I have a couple ways I could probably resolve the laziness and stuff, but what do you guys, do you have a but I've played this game, so like I know what maybe that's good. Maybe for this first example, maybe I should step forward and do it because I have an idea already that might work, and I know how it could work, so we're not like just literally treading water.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay. So what I'm thinking right now is when I lead people through an encounter and looking through this list, the first one that jumps out of my head, also just for the sake of playing any game, go with the first thing that goes in your head. Don't second guess yourself. Just go with it. It typically is the best answer in the first place. It's also, if you think it's obvious, that's probably a good thing. Okay, so we're going to be anticipating it, relying on forewarning and the keen eyes of their scouts. I'm sorry. Actually, the next one. Anticipating it, relying on the preparations and prior knowledge of such things. This is the one I want to use to solve this problem, and I want to describe what this looks like. Okay?
Cool. So you're getting a little bit of ahead of yourself, Eric. So we've chosen the lead aspect. The next step is it's been what, like a month since we've
it's been a hot minute.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So choose a lead aspect. Okay, so you now get to use the first move in the left column to ask me questions about the encounter. That's the when an encounter presents itself, the person playing the Endless Sea will describe it, blah blah blah.
Okay.
As lead aspect, describe how the people prepare, investigate, and ask a number of questions.
Okay. How might the people best exploit this encounter to their benefit?
To their benefit.
So it's like it's just like a nice day and everyone's just enjoying it. It's basically they're on vacation. Right?
I mean, it's a nice day right now. Like this is the first signs only. I think you have some time yet before it gets bad. And I think in that time, if there is anything the people have that is wet or damp, or that needs the application of heat, this would not be a bad time to take advantage of the sun. So like if you're, I don't know, like if you're sun drying anything, like tomatoes or whatever, like now would be a good time to do it. Okay. And there's plenty of fish and sea cucumbers and weird animal plant shit down there.
Mm-hmm. And what dangers does this encounter threaten to the people?
All right, so I'm gonna fast forward to like about an hour later.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so the people continue to swim. They're all having a wonderful time in the water, and I think it's about half an hour. It's about an hour later that one of the scouts, and I'm gonna give them a name. And I think that name is Aroha. Yeah, so Aroha is kind of like back on is still on the raft keeping watch. Mm-hmm. And sees that like the color of the sail has continued to shift. Where it was once white, it is now like a very, very pale beige brown with like darker brown spots on it. And there's smoke rising ever so gently from the wood of the deck. And the wood of the deck is hot underfoot.
Oh, okay.
And in fact, now that Aroha looks out into the water, like the heads and the scalps and the shoulders and like the faces of all of the people who are swimming are like bright, like lobster red.
So
they don't seem to.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
The next step, so we've asked our questions.
Yeah. So the next.
So now the lead aspect makes a choice how the people will meet the encounter per the move in their playbook.
Yes. Okay.
And then you describe to us, Eric, what that looks like.
Yes. So, like I said before, we're anticipating and relying on preparation and prior knowledge for such things. So we're very religious and reverent people. We are traveling. And what was the character you described?
Aroha.
Okay.
I'm putting them in on the sheet now.
Okay. And do they have any relatives or siblings or family, or are we all one family?
Definitely. I think I don't know if we're all one family. I think that's a decision we should make as a group, but they definitely have relatives. Yes.
Okay. Well, I think Aurora has. Yep. So we know when the sun is angry, like this. The only way we can solve this is by talking with it, and telling it and begging for relief, and we know this because this is what our ancestors have done. However, we know through planning that this requires sacrifice. But we have prepared for this. We knew that on our journey we would have to bring sacrifices for offering, I guess is the word I'm looking for. In order to appease and commune with the gods, whether it's something below or above. This time it just happens to be above. So where it's hottest on deck, I think we see. I have to come up with a name for them. I like the name Cinta.
Yep.
We see Cinta. Cinta is one of the. She is like the child oracle, I think, of the group.
Oh, I like that.
Right, and Cinta drops a small little stone. The stone is very dull gray. I mean, it looks ubiquitous to land, right? However, this small piece of stone is extremely reverent to the group. It is a stone, is a relic from where a star has come and hit their islands, or they fished it out from where it landed in the water. So it is part of the sky, and they put it, they like roll it like a die into the hottest part of the deck, and as soon as it hits where like the epicenter of the lens, like the hottest point of it, right, it immediately lights and fizzles and sizzles, and you see it catch fire, and it's bright purple flame. I'm sorry, it's a white flame because it's like a star. So It's like a white fire. It doesn't burn the deck or anything like that, but it's burning, and you hear it saying, what do we call the sun? Well, whatever it is, it's like, we say, lower the sky above. Here are our pleas, and we offer reprieve from your we ask you to come back another day, right? Like, we ask you to leave. You're a guest, and we ask that you leave. Essentially, you have stayed your welcome.
Yep.
Does this work?
All right, cool. Yeah. So the lead aspect asks if this works. I consider what was described and what I have written down about this, and kind of like give an answer according to what seems fair and truthful. Eric, I think it works barely or at cost.
How do we define what it costs at this point?
Yeah, so I will describe what that looks like, and then we'll do some more stuff. So I think the stone burns, and I think the prayer goes up, and I don't think anything immediately happens. I think for like a good half hour yet it continues, and it gets worse, and like the wood of the raft is now like blackened, and like smoke is rising off it, and I think like even a couple of small holes appear in the sail, and the people in the water are now like desperately like diving underwater and staying down as long as they can, surfacing only long enough to take a breath, going back down again to escape the heat. But eventually like as the half hour, as that half hour of just suffering and misery ends, I think finally the sun does hear your plea and does put an end to this. Because this was not, there was nothing supernatural about this. This was just weather. And so it took some time for the sun to kind of pay attention. So I think I'm going to say one thing is won and one thing is lost. And so, Eric, you now choose other aspects to choose what those things are.
Now, can people help me on this? Or is it just me?
So you choose other players and they will then make those choices. So you say, like,
okay.
hands of the people tell us what is won, and the hands of the people will choose from their character sheet.
Got it. Okay. So I want to ask, memories of the people, tell me what was won.
Okay, let me look.
And I will stand by to write what was won on our character sheet.
One of the people wins the favor of a god, spirit, ancestor, or similar being.
Yep. And is it the sun?
Yes.
Yep. Wins the favor of the sun. Who is it?
I think it should be Cinta. Cinta's
Yep,
favored
okay,
now
so,
by
yeah.
the sun.
Yep. So Cinta wins the favor of the sun. Cool. Eric, who will choose for us what is lost?
The hands. The hands will tell us what is lost.
Oh,
That
boy.
makes a lot of sense.
Oh, damn. Someone, a craftsperson of rare skill, suffered scarring injury to their hands.
Ooh. So how does that? I mean, how does that happen? What's that look like?
So maybe who threw the stone onto the raft?
Again, I think that was Cinta, wasn't it?
It was. That's what I said it was.
Maybe the people who helped Cinta up onto the raft, like, because if there's shoes on the water, then they kind of have to push up. And when one of them pushed up, his hands struck the burning hot top of the raft.
Ooh,
on the palms of his hands.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
And he has blisters, and then maybe one of our lead map makers.
Yeah, that was just what I was thinking.
Yeah, so he now has to like dictate what the map was doing instead of doing it himself.
Yeah, cool. Do you have a name for him?
Geed.
Geed. Yep, cool. I will add that.
Geed the Blister.
Blister is a good name.
And so then we kind of narrate the end of the encounter. So I think the sun very quickly fades back from that like super intense, like blistering, awful heat, and fades back to like a kind of like gentle, peaceful summer's day. But I think regardless, the people are no longer at all in the mood to like hang around lazily in the sun and bask in it. I think like everyone sets to work, and like the sail is replaced by another sail, and the oars are broken out, and the people move on.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. And that is the end of the month of plenty.
With a new chant.
Yeah, exactly. With a new chant and a new
chant of the
map.
stars and like, oh damn.
Oh, month 2.
Maybe we can like teach the chant. If we reach our destination, we can teach the chant to the rest of the tribe at the yearly festival.
Yeah.
In hopes that if this ever happens again, they can just have someone chant and it'll be over quickly.
It's a good thought. It's a good thought. Yeah, so that's the end of the first encounter.
Perfect.
And so now we choose who is going to run an encounter next.
Yes. But how about this is also a really good time. We're getting to the top of the hour. So how about we just we'll take 5 minutes and then come back and we'll just play it through instead of half deciding something and not figuring it out, right? So we'll see you guys on the other side. We'll be back in about 6 minutes. So see you then.